Hello and welcome back to my craft room. It's been a few days since I had a play in my Snotter Book, so today's the day. I've marked the page I want to have a go at, which is this one. So this is not a page, this is a group activity. This is pages 79 and 80. To me, the words group activity just conjure up everything I hated most about school. And I thought of different things like doing a bird's eye view of a playground with all these, groups of heads clustered together playing games and stuff, and like me lurking somewhere here. No, probably more like somewhere here with a big space around me, not quite knowing how to join in. I always found that kind of thing very difficult when I was a kid. Or I thought about doing a little cartoon strip to show my memory of not being chosen to be on the netball team. You know that thing where you've got Team A and Team B, and there's a captain on either team, and they take turns to choose, and I'd always be left till the last or the second to last. I couldn't blame them because I couldn't catch a ball and I never understood the rules. I didn't really understand what I was supposed to be doing, so I couldn't blame them. I probably wouldn't have chosen me either. And the only thing worse than standing there not being chosen for the netball team, or whatever team, would have been being forced to be one of the captains and having to choose people. I never was, but I would have hated that even more. In the end, I decided I wanted this page to be a bit more fun and cheerful. So I've had an idea. I'm just going to create a huge group. I wanted to create a huge group of some kind of creature. I thought about cats, herding cats, and I wanted to use a stamp because I haven't done any stamping yet in this book. So I've got this cute little, it probably won't really show until I actually stamp it, but it's a chameleon. So I've got this. So this is just a clear stamp that just clings. One of those shit that just clings to an acrylic block. And then I've got some grey ink. So I'm gonna fill the whole page with a giant crowd of chameleons. And of course, chameleons can go any colour. Well, I don't know if that's actually true, but my chameleons could go any colour they like. So I think we might be going to see a little chameleon rainbow happening here. I've also got some of this masking paper tape, which I'm going to use to create a little mask, or a few little masks for these, so that I can create a whole crowd and I can overlap them. You'll see what I mean in a minute. And then I've picked out all of these pencils ready to colour them in. So the first thing I need to do, I think, is I'm going to have to gesso out these whole pages, just so I've got a clear background to work on. Goes without saying, I'm totally ignoring the instructions. So the instructions were: 1, assemble a group of people. I could just cross that out and put assemble a group of chameleons, couldn't I? While standing, have a contest to see who can balance this book on. This is not a book on some part of their body, blah, 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 blah. Not going to be doing all that. It's my book, I can do what I like. Okay, so I just need to blank out this page first. So I've just got a big old giant pot of white gesso, and then while that's drying I can be creating my little masks. This brush is a bit stiff because I used it yesterday for putting some sealer on something or other, and didn't wash it out. This gesso isn't going to be completely opaque. I could do a couple of coats, but I'm not going to worry if I can see the words through a little bit, because by the time I've coloured it in and everything, I don't think you're really going to see. Right, so I'm going to put that all to one side, and I'm going to just stick some of this masking tape down. Sometimes I use, it is going to like post-it notes like that. But of course they're only sticky just in that portion, because this is quite a fiddly shape. I decided I wanted to use this because sticky all over, but of course not too sticky, so you can keep peeling it off and using it again and again. I think I'm going to want about 4 or 5 masks actually. I'm going to cut 4 and see how I go. Decided I didn't need to bother with cutting out all the details of all of them. I think I can get away with that. I'm just going to do one more. Right, so I think that's dry enough to start stamping. I've got my grey. The reason I've chosen grey is that it won't be so definite an outline as black, and I quite like that look. It's a bit more of a subtle look. Right, so I'm just going to start stamping these down here. I wonder if I should put something under there because this is a bit lumpy, which means it won't stamp very evenly. Right, let's try this. Okay, so I've stamped that one. If I miss it, or like I've missed a tiny bit there, I will just fill that in later. You won't even see that. And now I'm going to cover him up with a mask that I've cut out of that kind of sticky note paper. And then I can stamp straight over the top. I don't want them all at the same angle. I'm going to put this one like that. So that then when I peel this mask off, it hasn't, this one hasn't stamped over the top of that one, so this one still appears to be in the front. Okay, and same again, I'm going to cover that one with the mask. And there we go. So now if I cover up this one and this one, I can stamp one up here. Eventually I'll be able to fill the whole page with a crowd of chameleons. And I think I might just do a dot a few around here now so that they will also be in the front. So I'm gonna I'm not going to bother talking my way all through that. I'm going to speed through this and see you at the other end, ready for some colouring in. And again, that's my pyramid of chameleons. There's a few little lines I've missed that I will just pencil in, I think, rather than risk stamping over something after all that effort not to. So yeah, I think that's a chameleon pyramid, group activity for chameleons. So now I'm going to colour them rainbow coloured from red down through to violet at the bottom. I'm going to try and keep it quite simple. I'm going to leave their eyes white, and I'll probably just sort of blacken up the pupil at the end. We'll see how it looks. And yeah, I'll do a bit of a darker outline. I've got 2 shades of each colour, keep it simple. Sort of darker outline and, you know, perhaps the sort of under parts might be a bit darker. And then just one lighter colour. But try and keep it simple. Here we go, I'll speed through again. I've sort of roughly coloured in my rainbow coloured pile of chameleons balancing on each other. It got rougher and rougher towards the bottom. I'm now going to go in with a black pencil and just refine some of the outlines and also the eyes, but I might just use a white paint pen to really pick the eyes out. I'm going to do the outline first. Well, it's turned out a bit weird, as many of my things do. I think I'm going to leave it there, I might come back to it later. So, at the moment, that is all I'm going to do for pages 79 and 80. I'm going to leave 80 just like that for now. I might come back and add some more colour to it later. I might have a bit more of a think about this one, but I think I just got lazy towards the bottom. They just got more and more sketchy towards the bottom, and then they just got darker and darker. I quite like the way they're coming up into the light as the colours get brighter. I can pretend I did that on purpose. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.